We tune into our favorite radio stations, and we're always sure to watch our favorite television shows. Well, it's Tuesday, and it's time to tune into you. I am Guru Nishan, and this is your weekly source for learning how to light yourself up and turn yourself on with mind, body, and breath technology to handle the pressure of modern times. Hi there, it's Guru Nishan, and welcome to today's Tune In to You Tuesday broadcast. I'm very excited to share with you a special breath today that's going to work on the glandular system. And unless you practice Kundalini Yoga often, you don't hear a lot about the glandular system until the glands malfunction. So this is an excellent breath to keep your physical system intact. But what it also does is in regulating the glandular system, it helps to access the part of us which can help to regulate our emotions and to get the mind in sync with the etheric body and get the glandular system working. Now, each gland system affects different parts of the body, and I'm not going to spend time on that. I will say, though, that on my website, there's an entire glandular series, a 6-week series that I do that is extremely informative when it comes to the glandular system. So, we have thyroid and parathyroid gland. We have adrenal glands, which affects our energy. Obviously, thyroid and parathyroid deal with metabolism and weight loss, as well as magnesium and calcium regulation in the body. We have a thymus gland at the heart center. So today's breath is going to work on adjusting the thymus gland, and the thymus gland actually rules the immune system. So very, very fascinating stuff. Now, this breath today, what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a hand hold, and the fingers and the thumb press into this spot right where the collarbone meets the sternum. So the sternum bone is right here and the collarbone right up here, and you're just going to press the fingers and the thumb right into that point. There's a pressure point that regulates the thymus gland. So the right hand is about across the heart a bit, and pressing into that space right where the collarbone and the sternum meet. The left hand, you're going to actually put the fingers inside of the crease of your knee, and the palm rests on the thigh. So make sure none of this has a lot of tension. This is just a very relaxed holding posture. And we're going to hold this posture even when we're done with the breath, okay? The other part is that the eyes are open during this practice. So we're going to keep the eyes open, and we're going to do a breath 2 times per second as if we're blowing bubbles. So you really want to use the cheeks. And again, this breath, as we extend into it for a little while, it's going to help to regulate our glandular system. And I'll give you more information as to how this actually works. But for now, let's just do the breath, okay? So shake your hands out. Again, this is all about you tuning into yourself, so take a few minutes, turn off your phone, let's work it out, be with ourselves for a second, and come sitting up straight. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale. All right, let's get the hand in position, hand back into the crease of the knee, palm on the thigh, right hand across the chest, fingers and thumbs pressing into that space between where the sternum and the collarbone meet. Eyes are open, and we're going to blow bubbles with the cheeks protruding out. And imagine bubbles blowing out through your breath, as if you were blowing bubbles, and see the pretty bubbles blowing all around you. But keep the eyes open, and again, use your cheeks. keep going with the breath. And remember that as we do extended breaths, different systems of the body start adjusting. So it's very normal if the mind starts focusing on some area of restriction or something that feels tight or tough. But just notice it and just choose a relaxing thought as you continue with the breath. Remember, your body knows how to regulate itself. So that's all we're doing. We're regulating ourselves through the breath. Imagine blowing bubbles. If your mind is wandering, just acknowledge the thoughts and bring your awareness back to the simple breath and the imagining of the bubbles. Beautiful. Now stop the breath and allow the eyes to close, but keep the hands in the same position. And imagine the bubbles blowing and surrounding you. But really now emphasize on relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck, relaxing everything above your diaphragm. So everything above the rib cage. Relax the head, relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. No pressure on anything above the diaphragm. Let it all relax. Letting the breath flow freely in and out. Consciously relaxing the shoulders, the arms, the neck, the chest, the throat, the head, the face. Just relax and breathe and imagine bubbles continually being blown. Beautiful. Inhale and stretch the hands up. Really stretch from your armpits. Reach wide. Stretch open those shoulders. And exhale. Shake it out. Go ahead and take an inner assessment of how you feel. Notice what feels different than what you began. And I hope you feel as juicy and yummy as I feel. I'm always amazed at such simple breaths and how the subtle sensations of the body really change when we just take a few minutes to take time for ourselves and to regulate systems that we often mentally don't relate to, and yet these systems are really the lifeblood and the regulating systems of the whole body. The glands, the glandular system, is really the guardians of our entire health, and oftentimes when certain things start to malfunction in our body, it's because certain glands aren't secreting, whether it's the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the thyroid, parathyroid gland, the thymus gland, the adrenal glands that sit on the kidneys, the sex glands. All of these glands play such a tremendous internal part and foundation of maintaining our health and maintaining our capacity to show up in the world and to do our powerful work. So if you're interested in more glandular stuff, again, check out my website. Incredible series on the glandular system that can really help change and turn around your entire body. It's one of the reasons why this practice is such an important practice, Kundalini Yoga, because the glandular system is somewhat intangible for a lot of us, and yet it's a very, very fundamental aspect to keeping the human system working properly. Along with the nervous system, obviously the nervous system is your operating system. So without an operating system, your computer wouldn't work. None of the programs that you have in your computer would function. Well, you as a human system are very much the same way. So take some time to regulate your glandular system, to get your nervous system sparked and clear out these old transmission, clear out these old wires so that your transmission is working more effectively and the communication between your brain and in your body is of high speed, caliber, and capacity. So this is today's Tune Into You Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, I want to hear from you. Shoot me an email or make a comment on my blog below. And also do me a favor and share it with a friend. Share the light, spread the light, and most importantly, be your own light. Spread your light in this world by showing up and commanding yourself to be in a place of radiance. It doesn't matter what's happening in your life. These aren't the circumstances that determine your light, because we all have crappy circumstances once in a while, whether it's money or relationships or whatever. But we each have the capacity to turn ourselves on and to light ourselves up and to be able to be an illuminating force in the world for ourselves and for everyone that we touch along the way. I look forward to hearing from you, and most importantly, tuning back in with you next week on the next Tune Into You Tuesday live broadcast. I'm Guru Nishan. Check me out over at gurunishan.com. Thanks so much for being with me, and talk to you soon. Woo!